Hey guys, so today I'm going to share with you all my April lifestyle favorites. I thought since I'm already on a roll with my April beauty favorites that I would just keep on going and share my lifestyle favorites. So in the month of April, as everyone knows, is my favorite holiday, Easter. I'm obsessed with Easter. Every time someone's like, why do you like Easter? I try to explain it and I just can't. I just can't explain it. To me, it's like a combination of Christmas and Halloween, or at least when I was growing up it was that way. You would get all of the candy of Halloween and then get little gifts and stuff like Christmas, but then there was like a scavenger hunt thrown in and it was just awesome. I loved it. I was obsessed with it. And now that I'm older, I'm still pretty obsessed with it, but more about like sharing what I grew up with other people. So this year I made Easter baskets for Alex and my little sister in the sorority and his little brother in his fraternity, and I just gave them their Easter baskets and it was just a great time and I was all excited and we ate candy for like a week straight and it was awesome. But what I really wanted to share with you in this video are these eggs. Alex's mom came back from Germany and Croatia last month sometime, and she was there for a month spending time with friends, and she picked up all of these handmade eggs. And I've seen these before. She has this like interesting looking bowl on the coffee table full of them, and I've always like looked at them but like didn't touch them because they look super fancy and nice, and she just had so many of them and they were so beautiful. So she comes back from her trip and we go into the kitchen. She's telling us all about her experiences and stuff, and on the table are a bunch of these eggs, and she said that we were able to pick 10 of them. So Alex and I went through and picked our favorite ones, and I just brought these to show you, but we have a bunch of different ones and they're hand painted, and I'll include a close-up so you guys can see them better because it wouldn't work this way because yeah, but I'm obsessed. So I put them in these little bowls and displayed them on our TV stand because it's like the main focal point of our living room because it has a bunch of like shelves that we can set things on. So I put them there like all month, and everyone was like talking about them and asking where we got them from, and I'm so excited about these. Like when she said we could pick some, I was like freaking out. I was like, are you sure? Oh my god. So I'm still like really giddy over these, but it was really nice of her to think of us and to let us enjoy these lovely eggs, and I can't wait for next year. I have half a mind to leave them out all year round, but I like switching up decorations for the holidays and stuff, so I'll put them away, but they're definitely coming out as soon as spring hits. My next lifestyle favorite are these journals. They are by Rifle Paper Company, I think. Yeah, they're the Botanics collection, and you get a set of 3 for like $13, and they're just little notebooks with like lined paper and like decorative headings, and I think they're so beautiful. I've seen them a few times, like when I go into Target, because that's where I got them from. I've seen them there and I'm like, oh, I really want them, but I don't need more journals or notebooks because believe me, I have tons. I have a lot. And so I didn't need them, but then the last time I was there, I was like, oh, I can use them in the backgrounds of my photos. Bam, reason to get them. So I've been switching them up in the in my photos on my blog and like using them under, like putting products on top of them and stuff. And I think it like really adds a lot to my photos, and it makes things a little more interesting and springy. And maybe one day I'll actually write in them, but for now they're just kind of props, I guess. When I was collecting things for this video and the coordinating blog post, I was trying to think of like what's been going on this month and what I've been really into, and I came to this next thing and I wanted to share it with you guys, but I don't know how to exactly explain it without anybody thinking that like we're really strange or something, so I'm just gonna give it a go. If it doesn't work out, then whatever. So my next favorite are these little My Little Pony figurines, and I have a few with me, but we have like 6 or 8 or something. We have a decent amount of these, but then we also have like bigger ones that came in McDonald's kids meals. So this is the point where I'm going to try and explain this. There's just one day we had a few people over and Alex was like looking through Netflix, and then he saw My Little Pony on Netflix and he's like, I'm gonna play this. So it started off as a joke, and like we watched an episode and we're like, this is just like a kid's cartoon, whatever. But then we kept watching them and they were still like really good, and it was just something that you can like throw in the background and just like, I don't know. I can't explain it very well. Well, we had watched a few episodes, we were just like, whatever. just My Little Pony. I had like my favorite pony and Alex had his, and then a couple of our friends are always over and they had a few that they really liked. And then we found out that McDonald's in their kids meals were having My Little Pony toys. And so we got a kids meal, and I think we got Rarity. Not like you guys know who that is, but we got a pony that wasn't really our favorite, and it became this sort of like obsession of Alex and mine. Like, we had to get our favorite ponies, and they just never had them, ever, until like a week or two after like we started our hunt. He was able to find his, but then we thought they were stopping selling, like they were changing out the toys that they were going to put in there, so I wasn't going to get the one I really liked. So during this whole quest, we went to Meijer, because that's where we usually get our groceries, and we were in the kids section. Oh, I was in the kids section getting stuff for Easter baskets, and they have these like mystery bags where you get one of these like little figurines and they like glow, I guess, I don't know. But you don't know which one you're gonna get. So I got 2 of those for Alex to put in his Easter basket. And then when we realized that I may not be getting the pony I wanted from McDonald's, we started getting these more and more because I was hoping that I could find the one I liked in this instead. I don't know, it's just a fun thing that we've started doing, and we put them on display and on our TV stand, like right below the TV, so we have our little collection, and it's fun. I know some people are probably gonna be like, that's a little weird, like My Little Pony, you're an adult, but that's the best thing about being an adult. You can spend a weird amount of money on My Little Pony toys. And I'm gonna stop talking about this now. My next lifestyle favorite is this little guy. He is, I should have looked this up. He's a succulent, but I don't remember exactly what type of succulent he is. And I have a few other ones, like I think you can see one little guy over there, and then I have some flowers up here. But I've grown to really like cacti and succulents because I'm terrible, downright awful at keeping plants alive. Even these, I had one of these at my work, like the same type of plant, and I killed him. I don't know how I managed this because succulents are like one of the hardest things to kill, but he was losing all of these little legs and he was just like this little like stumpy thing. He died. I killed him. So I don't know how I did it, but I've really been enjoying these because it adds like a little green to our apartment, because we can't really do a lot of plants because my cat Tardis will like eat at them, and he doesn't really bother these, which is weird. But we have this little cacti terrarium thing with a few cacti in it that has like a glass outside, and like it's open on the top, but it's too deep that Tardis like can't get pricked by any of the, I don't know what they're called, the pricklies on cacti. Okay. But I've been really enjoying putting these in my blog photos as well because it adds just a little extra, because I used to always just take the photos of the products and it was getting kind of boring and I wasn't really enjoying it anymore. So now that I've throwing these little guys in there and those journals, it's getting a lot more fun to take photos, and I like that I've been able to keep at least this version of the cacti succulent thing alive. Maybe one day I'll move up to plants, but let's not get crazy. Finally, the last thing I've been getting into this month is film photography. This camera was my grandma's on my mom's side. It was hers and she brought it back from China. What are you doing here? What are you doing? So she brought it back from China, I don't know when, long time ago, and then we've had it at my parents' house for quite a long time, and then in in college, I took a film photography class where we developed our own photos and stuff. Why was that so hard to say? But then after that class, I never really touched it again. But this past month, I've just been like itching to do film photography. So I have a roll in here that I started a couple of weeks ago, and it's almost done, and I'm really excited to see how it turns out. And I've been posting photos from my Diana F Plus camera. I have it over, yeah, one second. So I've been posting photos from this camera. It's a little plastic toy camera that actually shoots photos, I guess. I don't know why is this getting, I think the whole My Little Pony thing made me really uncomfortable, so now every time I'm like trying to explain something, I'm like, it's not going well. So I had a roll of film in this camera for much too long. You shouldn't leave film in cameras, like, unless you're actually using the film. But it was in there for like a year or something. So I finished up the roll and then got it developed, and only like 3 photos turned out, but I ended up putting those on my blog, on my lifestyle blog, so you can go check those out if you want to see the weird, blurry, kind of mysterious things that happen with Diana F Plus cameras. But after those photos, I was kind of like, God, I wish they would have turned out just a little bit better. I liked them for what they were, and they were really quirky, and they were taken at like my old apartment, so they were like little testaments of my like old place that I lived and stuff. But I wanted better photos, so I started using the actual 35mm camera, and I'm excited to see how those turn out. So those were all of my April lifestyle favorites. I feel like we've gotten closer, or at least you've learned some weird things about me in this video. I don't know. You probably all are just totally cool with it, and I'm making a big deal out of nothing. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye!